Often, what feels like the end of the world is really the rough beginning of a new pathway to a far better place. Sometimes it takes a heartbreak to shake us awake and help us see we are worth so much more than we're settling for. Cry, forgive, learn, move on. Let your tears water the seeds of your future happiness. Some people are going to leave, but that's not the end of your story. That's the end of their part in your story. Sadness flies away on the wings of time. My tongue will tell the anger of my heart, or else my heart, concealing it, will break. Don't cry when the sun is gone, because the tears won't let you see the stars. When we are in love, we are convinced nobody else will do. But as time goes, others do, and often do much better. Sometimes, a little heartbreak is a lesson, and the best thing to do is just learn the lesson. You didn't break my heart. You freed it. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. I didn't lose you. You lost me. You'll search for me inside of everyone you're with, and I won't be found. No matter how hard your heart is broken, the world doesn't stop for your grief. Remember, this too shall pass. The greatest tragedy of life is not that men perish, but that they cease to love. I'd rather love 1,000,000 times and have my heart broken every time than hold a permanently empty heart forever. It is strange how often a heart must be broken before the years can make it wise. Only time can heal your broken heart, just as only time can heal his broken arms and legs. Love is hard to find, hard to keep, and hard to forget. The broken heart. You think you will die, but you keep living day after day after terrible day. Pain makes you stronger. Tears make you braver. Heartbreak makes you wiser. You find out what you are made of when you have a broken heart. If it happens early and often, all the better. The hottest love has the coldest end. It is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. You can love someone so much, but you can never love people as much as you can miss them. The heart will break, but broken live on. When you are in love and you get hurt, it's like a cut. It will heal, but there will always be a scar. Those we love never truly leave us. There are things that death cannot touch. I will never regret you, or say, "I wish I'd never met you." Because once upon a time, you were exactly what I needed. Sometimes good things fall apart, so better things can fall together. I am proud of my heart. It's been played, stabbed, cheated, burned and broken, but somehow still works. At your absolute best, you still won't be good enough for the wrong person. At your worst, you'll be priceless to the right person. You can't buy love, but you can pay heavily for it. To fall in love is awfully simple, but to fall out of love is simply awful. Stab the body and it heals, but injure the heart and the wound lasts a lifetime. Loving you was like going to war. I never came back the same. The shattering of a heart, when being broken, is the loudest quiet ever. Every time your heart is broken, a doorway cracks open to a world full of new beginnings, new opportunities. Love hurts worse than getting slammed by a 250-pound linebacker. When your heart is broken, you plant seeds in the cracks and you pray for rain. And they can't understand what hurts more, missing the other person or pretending not to. It's amazing how someone can break your heart and you can still love them with all the little pieces. Perhaps someday I'll crawl back home, beaten, defeated, but not as long as I can make stories out of my heartbreak, beauty out of sorrow. I think you are wrong to want a heart. It makes most people unhappy. If you only knew it, you are in luck not to have a heart. You will never know true happiness until you have truly loved, and you will never understand what pain really is until you have lost it. Hearts can break. Yes, hearts can break. Sometimes I think it would be better if we died when they did, but we don't. There is something bleak and barren about a world that is missing the person who knows you best. Unable are the loved to die, for love is immortality. I wish I were a little girl again, because skinned knees are easier to fix than a broken heart. My heart no longer felt as if it belonged to me. It now felt as if it had been stolen, torn from my chest, by someone who wanted no part of it. You can't have heartbreak without love. If your heart was broken, then at least you know you really loved him. A relationship, I think, is like a shark. You know, it has to constantly move forward or it dies. And I think what we got on our hands is a dead shark. So it's true when all is said and done. Grief is the price we pay for love. I think heartbreak is something you learn to live with, as opposed to learn to forget. Back then, in those first days, I was so alone that every day was like eating my own heart. Thinking of you is a poison I drink often. I'd rather have a broken arm than a broken heart. I don't think anyone can give you advice when you've got a broken heart. Ever has it been that love knows not its own depth until the hour of separation. The cure for a broken heart is simple, my lady. A hot bath and a good night's sleep. Sometimes, when one person is missing, the whole world seems depopulated. My feet will want to walk to where you are sleeping, but I shall go on living. Have you ever been in love? Horrible, isn't it? It makes you so vulnerable. It opens your chest, and it opens up your heart, and it means that someone can get inside you and mess you up. There is an ocean of silence between us, and I am drowning in it. If love is like driving a car, then I must be the worst driver in the world. I missed all the signs and ended up lost. Pleasure of love lasts but a moment. The pain of love lasts a lifetime. One of the hardest things to do in life is letting go of what you thought was real.